Nah, I ain't know. I really got them. We got, you feel me, little compilation. About to react to this joint, you mean?
And once you tired yourself out, you know what I mean, I start picking them apart. Boom!
Thank you.
God damn!
Welcome back to the greatest knockout series in internet history. Part 2 pretty much closed out the top 50 KOs in boxing history. But here we are, 5 years later, with the sport currently going through a resurgence. Dare I say, a golden generation? So many great matchups have taken place since my last update, so today's video will be centered around the most brutal and captivating punches of the last half decade.
That nigga look like he knocked niggas out.
Without further ado, BLTV presents the top 25 punches that will never be forgotten.
I'm mad, nigga,
Part
no
4.
nigga, Jared Anderson.
With a modest 50% KO rate, Devin Haney doesn't often feature on lists like this.
We are watching a potential future superstar here in Devin Haney.
10 of his last 11 fights have all been determined by a decision, but his last knockout in the ring was a memorable one, loading up a right hand from hell on Antonio Moran in 2019.
Now Haney's got Devin Haney, a walk-off home run. The dream continues for the 20-year-old sensation with a haymaker dead on the chin.
Alongside Mike Tyson, Wilder has featured more times on this series than any other gunslinger. His one-punch power has been undeniable, but entering the ring with monstrous Zhang Lijiang on the back of 3 losses in his previous 4 outings had people correctly questioning whether those withering legs still had the bounce required to compete against the elite competition in the heavyweight division.
Why you turn, Wilder? I ain't even see this.
Is this how it is? Is this the end of Deontay Wilder's career?
Wilder was in no man's land, seemingly laughing to the ref milliseconds before his career was essentially put to rest. Before HBO Boxing unfortunately departed from the sport for good, they left behind a little treat for avid fans, matching up the 2 stone-cold KO artists, David Lemieux and Curtis Stevens.
Come here. Come here. Ooh, what are you kissing me?
Real-time action. Wow.
A great fight closed out in the manner many expected. Just another day in the office for Lemieux. Dillian Whyte versus Lucas Browne was an intriguing clash made even more so by the captivating pre-fight trash talk.
You have a track record for making excuses. That's what I'm just trying to.
You got a track record of being a big man, but that's not what he.
You got a track record for being a tattooed and looking like one. You're in my town. If you punch me in the face outside the ring, the biggest mistake you ever make.
As of yet, Dillian just boxing nice behind that jab, and he's having some success with that right hand also.
Browne was undefeated with a huge KO percentage, while Dillian entered the ring possessing the most feared left hook in the heavyweight division.
Lucas Browne will try and check
That's obviously face down, arms.
They never get up when they go down like that. A ruthless finish for Dillian the villain.
I just feel like I'm gonna put a vicious on that boy, and after that he'll be riding off into the sunset.
Huh? You can't hit. Yeah, keep on laughing.
As far as bad blood goes, it couldn't have been any more heated than in the 2022 super middleweight clash between the 2 former champs, Caleb Plant and Anthony Dirrell. Both desperate to not only shut each other's mouths, but ascend back into title contention.
And like that. Right hand from Dirrell. Another right hand lands on Plant. Another body shot. Puts Dirrell down.
Nigga got the free kick, okay?
It's always the ones you don't see coming. The same could be said for the celebration, as Caleb's shovel taunt took social media by storm in the aftermath. Gervonta Davis entered the ring against the undefeated and highly touted Frank Martin in June this year as the most dangerous and feared fighter in world boxing.
doing all that. He started to feel.
The speed of the finish in real time was a sight to see. Still, it's even more impressive just seeing how a master marksman like Davis can capitalize on the quick openings by almost slowing down time and picking his shots with incredible timing and power.
Boom. God damn.
Martin became the 8th unbeaten fighter to succumb to Davis's right hand. The Australian cruiserweight sensation, Jai Oppenheimer Opetaia, has been an interesting one to watch for ardent fans for the last few years. But Turki Al Sheikh took his profile to the next level when featuring him on the Saudi Day of Reckoning card in December 2023.
Zorro in the ring, he's not getting bullied too far. Back on
Big shot!
Zorro is out. Zorro is out. His head hit the canvas. That's bad news.
Man, these dudes put the people in front of me and I just knock them out, so that's what I gotta do.
After a controversial decision that everyone thought underdog Rayo Valenzuela won in March 2023, cocksure Chris Colbert promised to silence his critics in their rematch 9 months later.
And I want him to stop crying and crying and crying and crying and take his loss like a man. I was not forced into this. I did it because I want to prove to the world why he didn't win. And this time I'm going to come and dominate.
Well, the actual fight couldn't have gone any different, as the underdog entered the ring with ice in his veins and revenge solely on his mind.
Come here.
He beat Colbert pillar to post before putting their feud to rest for good in the 6th.
The case could be made that, yeah, Colbert should be 0-2 at 131. Jose the Light Valenzuela just put him out like a light.
Golden Boy Promotions prospect Jorge Chavez put the featherweight division on notice with an excellent first-round KO over the usually tough and durable journeyman Ryan Perez in March 2023.
Chavez.
Okay.
Oh, and he dropped
he
the
goes.
big.
Damn.
That was it.
He was out on his feet right there.
Out.
There was a lot on the line for the Mayweather-signed Andrew Beatty in 2019, matching up against the KO doctor, Yuniel Dorticus, for not just a world title at cruiserweight, but a lucrative and prestigious slot in the World Boxing Super Series final.
Make it a hot pace. He's tried to, make it hot in there, and he's achieved that really. Oh, big right hand.
Big right hand there from Dorticus, the KO doctor.
Beatty made the same mistake many TMT fighters do. Try to box like Floyd, despite lacking the talent and makeup to produce those money-made type performances against genuine killers like Dorticus. Coincidentally, we have a World Boxing Super Series winner up next, as the undisputed cruiserweight champion, Alexander Usyk, first looked to dip his toes into the heavyweight division in 2018 by matching up with much-informed Tony the Bomber Bellew.
I don't care what you say, doesn't mean you always lose against them, but it's hard to get the sparring against these left-handed fighters.
Bellew is having some success and feeling himself in there before the inevitable Usyk finished downloading his data and started applying his well-renowned late-game pressure.
He's really closing this gap with real...
His place as the World Cruiserweight King.
He is a great champion, the greatest man I've ever shared the ring with.
Thank you.
He deserves all the success in the world.
When Gabriel Bracero entered the ring with just 3 KOs in his entire 25-fight career, not many were expecting fireworks, let alone a 2015 KO of the Year contender.
Fighters.
And going down, Bracero has put down O'Connor. It's over. The right has finished it. That's it. Calm down. Wow.
Next, we have an unusual clash of nations as the Filipino lightweight contender Romero Duno squared off with the vastly overmatched Indian semi-pro Kuldeep Danda.
Big one landed by Duno.
Wobbly leg
for Kuldeep Danda.
Like that.
What a massive knockout. No need for a count. Kuldeep Danda is put to sleep by ruthless Romero Duno.
love to see
How
this
and why
shit,
this fight
man.
ever got put together is beyond me. A fantastic finish, nevertheless.
Wow.
Cuban prospect Yohannes Tellez made quite the statement against Livian Navarro in December 2023, flexing his stopping power in front of a younger, broader audience as the crowd anticipated a Jake Paul main event.
Navarro is still out.
Good.
A left hand from hell.
Good,
A left hand
man.
from Cuba.
That's
For
it.
Yohannes Tellez.
That's it right there.
Gatekeeping veteran Gabriel Rosado stunned the crowd with a huge KO win over the highly touted Back the Bully Melikuziev in 2021.
That got the attention of Rosado. And then right, takes a knee. First round.
Back looked to be cruising after securing a knockdown in the first, but Rosado regained his composure and showed the young gun a few veteran techniques en route to pouncing with a deadly right hand.
Damn, I heard that. He felt, yeah, he felt that.
Big shot. Okay, Rosado just put him flat on his face. It's a knockout of the year contender from Gabe King Rosado. Rosado knocks him out with an overhand right.
Top cruiserweight contender and eventual champion Murat Gassiev was in no mood for feel-out rounds when he retired the former amateur standout Jordan Schimmel in their world title eliminator in 2016.
Schimmel's doing a great job, jabbing, moving out of the range.
Big shot that drops Schimmel. And this fight is over. He's out. Stay back.
Both Hugo Centeno Jr. and Emmanuel Olim were on the cusp of a world title shot when they met on a Premier Boxing Champions card in 2017.
Staying stationary, and he is moving as he sticks that jab right there on the belly. Oh my goodness! Down goes Olim! Olim has been knocked senseless! This one is over!
Centeno was awarded with a big fight against Charlo for winning, unfortunately coming up short in the second round. It was nights like this that got British and global heavyweight boxing fans excited about young prospect Daniel Dubois.
Caught early. And he's looking to put him away again in this opening round, and he goes out for a second time.
Dubois' opponent, AJ Carter, looked a million miles out of his depth from the opening bell. But before he had a millisecond to process the situation, Daniel came storming in with a Mack truck of a right hand.
Carefully. Oh, that's surely it. Massive right hand. And a colossal right hand from Daniel Dubois. And Carter with that, I think, has been knocked cold.
WBC junior middleweight champion Jermell Charlo was making his first defense of his crown when he met the top contender Charles Hatley in 2017. Charlo, revered for his punching power, went on to KO the majority of his remaining opponents on his route to becoming an undisputed. Australian middleweight champion Isaac Hardman made easy work of his overmatched fellow Aussie opponent Bo Hardis on the Opataya Bradis 1 undercard in 2022.
Oh, big right hand. Oh, that's massive. Oh, that is an enormous shot from Isaac Hardman.
The super middleweight contender Chris Eubank Jr. made a huge statement in his opening round of the 2017 World Boxing Super Series tournament, completely obliterating the two-time world challenger Avni Yildirim just 3 rounds into their bout.
He's finding holes in that guard. Yildirim being forced backwards, and a thunderous left hook sends him to the canvas, and he's being waved off immediately. And Chris Eubank has sent a statement to the entire tournament in the super middleweight division with a thunderous, explosive finish.
I'm going out there to knock these guys out. I'm not playing anymore.
Spanish boxing icon Kiko Martinez finally caught a break after suffering countless defeats at the hands of top-rated British bantamweights, entering the ring once more as an underdog against the IBF champion Kid Galahad.
Galahad across the first 4 rounds until a highlight reel right now.
this time it is all over. And all of those critics who said this man wasn't worthy of a title shot, what a performance he has produced.
Kiko regained a championship belt after an 8-year drought of losing to British fighters. So in classic Kiko fashion, he goes in and loses it to yet another British boxer in Josh Warrington just 4 months later. On to more pressing matters. The former 2-time heavyweight champ Anthony Joshua was 2 fights back into his rebuild in 2023, matching up with the hard-hitting old pro Robert Helenius. Outside of the odd 1-2 from AJ, the contest was fairly lackluster. However, a simple 1-2 can cause absolute cataclysm when they're being traded by 2 250-pound punchers.
Robert Helenius is not a mug.
Six 250. Yeah, we're not fighting. We're not fighting the buddy.
He lands the conclusive right hand, and in an instant, it's all over.
Thanks for watching. I hope you didn't think just 25 was going to cover it. Boxing is booming right now, and there's been too many great KOs to cover in just one video, so keep your eye out for part 5 dropping shortly. Until next time, this is BLTV Extra, signing off.
Fire. Fire. Think I'm looking at some more, whatchamacallits. But yeah, subscribe, or I'm gonna get on your ass.